Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl Kami. So, house party in Swedish ski resort reported for violating pandemic law. So, I am reading this from the local Sweden. That is local news in English. So, a house party with more than 100 guests in northern Sweden has been reported to police for a breach of the pandemic law. Okay, let's hear the real gist. Police were called out to the party on Wednesday evening. They say the party was located in a private home, but it was unclear whether the attendees were local to the area or visiting Åre, which is actually a popular ski resort, and during the winter sports break currently taking place in several regions in Sweden, and that is including Stockholm. So the kids are actually at home for sports break, and parents like to look for events, and also if you are at home with the kids, you find for activities so that you are not bored. So anyway guys, let's continue reading the gist. However, there is still a question mark over whether the police will be able to investigate the incident or punish organizers, because most of Sweden's rule linked to private gatherings are recommendation rather than laws. Okay, so when it comes to this, guys, there has been a big debate about whether not to do something, because it's always like recommendation. Because one thing about Swedish people, they don't force things to do people to do things. They will recommend, and it's up to you to choose sometimes what you want to do. So there's a thin line between recommendation and law when it comes to this issue. Anyway guys, this is what Patrick Shenloff said. This is a private party, but there is still a requirement of a maximum of 8 people. And he also said about 100 people were at the party and 2 police patrols went there. It was quiet, but a lot of people. This is what the police pointed out, and he said that pointed out the unsuitability of so many people gathering, and the party was dissolved at 11:40 p.m. So he said that police would report the incident as a breach of the pandemic law on Friday, and the first such report in the region. So this is the first time of this case happening in that region of Åre. So there are reasons for the report, but the question is whether it is possible to investigate. This is what Shenloff said. So the next step would be to identify an organizer who could be fined 2,000 Swedish kronor if they are found to have organized a gathering of more than 8 people. So Shenloff also added said that if an organizer is identified, they would be questioned to find out if they tried to limit the number of the people attending. So you guys, in Sweden, there is no legal limit on the number of people you can meet privately, though everyone is supposed to limit their social contact as much as possible to just members of your household or a small number of close friends. And the Prime Minister has repeatedly urged that a maximum of 8 people should be the norm for all social situations. People who organize public events of more than 8 people are breaking the law and can face fines. Under the pandemic law rushed through Parliament in January this year, the 8-person limit applies not just to public events but also to private events if held at an event venue such as first local or event room, in an apartment block, or at another venue. So the organizers of such events can also face the 2,000 kronor fine if they allow more than 8 people to attend. So you guys, yeah, that is what happened anyway. And yeah, so let's see if the police say that if they find the organizer, they are going to fine him or she 2,000 Swedish kronor, and they are also going to ask if if they tried to limit the limit of the people attending. But the way I see the whole situation is that the organizer would definitely maybe probably say that okay, I said that this and these people come, but people kept coming and I had no choice and I had no control. There's always a way out, like to argue your point out. Anyway, guys, I don't know what you think about the whole situation. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.